Luke here with catsandcarp.com, and I'm going to see if I can't catch a catfish with a hand-forged fish hook. All right, guys, I'm doing it again. I'm doing the forged fish hook challenge. Now, for those of you who follow my channel, you'll know that I've done two previous videos where I attempted to hand-forge fish hooks and then catch a fish with them. Not just any fish, I wanted a big old catfish. Now, I don't want to spoil those videos for you, so if you haven't seen my two previous videos, I highly recommend them. Click on the links below, stop this video, go check those out. For those of you who have already watched my previous videos, let me tell you, honestly, I do not know what went wrong. My best theory, and it seems like everyone on the internet has a theory, is that I wasn't using thin enough gauge wire and I wasn't getting the hooks sharp enough. So I bought this. I got some 0.125 inch diameter high carbon music wire. It's got kind of a springy temper to it. And I've got some 0.06 inch diameter 36 inch tool steel rod, which hopefully between these two materials I can get some high quality thin sharp hooks. Additionally, instead of using my big old forge, I've got a map gas torch here. And I think this will be a lot more precise and a lot of fun too. Woo! So we're gonna see if we can't get this done and hand forge some fish hooks. All right, I'm gonna start off with the music wire. Let's see what we can do. This stuff is really springy, so I'm gonna have to probably do some heat treating once I get finished with shaping it if I'm going to be able to use it. This is too bendy for my purposes. Ooh, that's hard stuff. All right, I got the eye on the hook made, and this is a lot smaller and a lot prettier than my previous hook. So far I'm really liking using the torch. Now I've got to put the bend on it and the point. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick the eye in the vice grips, and I'm gonna bend this hook around the 1/2 inch piece of rebar to form the bend of the hook. Hot, hot, hot. So that's what we got. All right, now I'm gonna try to flatten it out a little bit, and I'm gonna put the point on it. There I go, gave the hook about a 20-degree offset. I am going to get ready to heat treat this steel. I'm going to get it up to straw yellow, and then I'm going to dunk it in hydraulic oil to quench it off, and hopefully that'll harden it up and get rid of the springiness. There's our hook. Got the basic shape. A simple J hook with no barb. This is about a 6/0. Well, there you go. It's heat treated now, and let's test it out, see how its durability is. That's pretty strong. It's got a little bit of give, but it'll take a very large fish to bend that, I think. Well, that went pretty well. I'm going to try making another hook with this 0.06 inch tool steel, and we're going to see how that goes. It's a thinner gauge steel, so hopefully it won't have to be as sharp to do the job. All right. All right, there we go. Got the hook cut. It's already got kind of a bit of a natural offset to it. Just need to shape up the point, I think. Holy mackerel. Yeah, that's just shattering. Everywhere I heated it up, and where it got cherry red, it just turned super brittle and shattered on me. Okay, so yeah, the heating process just completely destroys this tool steel, makes it super brittle. So that's a problem. So I got to think about what I'm going to do with this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to cold form it and see if I can get away with shaping this cold. And then maybe we can go and heat treat it, dunk it in the oil, and then put it in the oven and do a little bit of a annealing process. .20-degree offset. Now there we go. Nice simple J hook with about a 20-degree offset. A little bit of a long shank. It's pretty bendy still. I think I could fish with this as is, probably be okay, but I would like to harden it up a little bit. It is soft. It's definitely on the soft, bendy side of a fish hook. I'm a little nervous about heat treating this, to be honest. I'm not sure what's going to happen, so I'm going to use a little test piece here. I'm going to heat this up, dunk it in oil, and see what happens to it before I do it to my hook. All right, this has been heat treated. Let's see how it acts. Whoa, look at that. That is completely brittle. The faster you cool down a piece of steel, the more brittle it becomes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up and then try to bring it down from temperature slowly with the torch and let it air cool. We're going to see what happens, okay? I'm pulling the torch further and further away. All right, here's the piece of wire that I cooled down with the torch. Let's see how it does. Man, that's hard. Oh, man, just air cooling it slowly makes it too brittle. Well, after doing those two experiments, I'm not going to heat treat this hook at all. I mean, even air cooling this this metal seems to just turn it into glass. It makes it super brittle. So we're just going to leave it as is and see if we can't catch a fish with this. Well, as you can see here, the 3 fish hooks on the left are from my last forged fish hook video, and the 2 on the right are the ones I just made. They're a lot skinnier, a lot prettier. I feel a lot better about these. I'll also point out that the ones on the left were a lot thinner and smaller than the 2 hooks I made in my original video. So, Each generation's getting smaller and thinner. Well, I've got my 2 hooks and they're looking pretty nice, but I need to put a razor sharp point on both of these suckers. So to do that, I've got some wet dry sandpaper ranging from 200 grit to 2000 grit. I've got a whetstone here with some varying degrees of grit on it. And I've got a Japanese whetstone with a 2000 grit and an 8000 grit side. So between all of this, I should be able to get these things pretty sharp. So let's get to it. Well, here you go. Got this one polished and sharpened, and it's pretty darn sharp considering I hand did it, but still a far cry away from what you get with these chemically sharpened, laser sharpened hooks you buy in the store. All right, let's do the next one. All right, I just finished sharpening and polishing the smaller hook, and it was a whole lot easier. Just having a smaller gauge wire makes a huge difference, and it is so much easier to get that sharp. All right, I've got my little J hooks sharpened up, and they're looking shiny and all snazzy. Hopefully they're gonna catch me some fish. So I got to snell these bad boys and get them all rigged up. And to snell them, I'm gonna use what's called a knotless knot. It's an easy, super simple knot, and if you've never seen it, check the description for a link to a video on how to snell hooks using the knotless knot. It's a fabulous knot to know, very strong. All right, I got this one snelled, and you'll notice I put the line going in the front of the eye and out the back. And what this does is it makes it so when you pull the hook, it rotates the point deeper into the fish's mouth. So when you put tension on it, wink, that hook twists the right way. If you feed the line through the back and out the front, then it'll twist the opposite direction when you pull the line, which is bad. So that's important. Well, there you go. 2 hand forged, hand sharpened, hand snelled fishing hooks. And we're gonna go see if I can catch some big old catfish with these boys. There we go, got some shad. Oh, look at this. This is the first golden shiner I've ever caught in this lake.
Let me see him.
That's a golden shiner, not a shad. Too much. Dang it, I only needed like 3. Look at this. This is insane. Oh. The shad are so thick I can't use my side imaging sonar. It's crazy. I've got hooks, I've got bait, I'm anchored up. Now I need to rig up my rods and put on these bad boys and see if we can't catch something. It looks good. Looks like it belongs on a rod and reel. Okay, small hooks, so I'm using small baits. That looks pretty awesome right there. Let's see. It goes into the bait like butter. So, see if that works. All right, I have hook number 2, the slightly larger J hook, rigged up, and I'm gonna put a shad head on this thing. Normally you see me fishing with about 6 to 8 rods, and today I'm obviously only fishing with 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast them out to the spots where I think the fish are at. If I don't get any bites, then I'm gonna reel them up and then recast them slightly further to the right and kind of work my way clockwise along the boat and basically cover the same amount of ground I would with 6 to 8 rods, but it just takes a little bit more time. Doesn't matter how good my hooks are if I can't get a fish to bite them. So we got to pick up and move spots. It's way too quiet here. Well, it has been a really warm day for November. It was in the upper 70s today. And plus the shad are really shallow. So both of those things make me think maybe I need to be fishing shallow too. I'm in like 4 feet of water now, up around some structure. And I'll try more like 7, 8 feet here if I don't get some bites soon. Well guys, I've been in this spot for 30 minutes. I put 15 minutes in one spot, then picked up and recast in another spot, and it's been another 15 minutes. Nothing, man. It's killing me. I've got to get my boy to bed. Well, in kind of a desperate move, I found some signals on the fish finder, real small ones, and I'm just suspending some bait slightly off the bottom and drifting the boat over the top of it, seeing if I can't pick something up. It's kind of a dodgy move though. This is great way to get my gear snagged up and lose one of these hooks, but man, I am freaking desperate. And Tommy's asleep, so we'll see what we can do. Man, I just want to get one of these fish. Oh, hello. Come on. Woo. Oh my. Oh. Look at that, guys. Right there, right in the corner of the mouth. Oh, no barb. Oh, that's the big one. I gotta tell you guys, I don't think I have ever been this excited to catch a single channel catfish an entire night. Oh my goodness. On a hand-forged hook. This is attempt number 3 after 12 months. Finally made a hook that can catch fish. It's a lot harder than you'd think. Man, we gotta get this guy back in the water. Well guys, my boat is a mess. It is late and I have struggled to get one bite. But you know what? I got one legitimate bite, a couple nibbles, and a hookup. I'm so freaking proud of that. These hooks actually work. They actually work. Man, I can't tell you how many awesome hits I got on the last set of hooks that never turned into fish on. I mean, I just lost fish after fish after fish. This, I get one good bite, one fish in the boat. I'm so much more impressed with these. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure had a ball making it. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to click subscribe to the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel. We put out multiple videos every week.